Hey guys, uh, wanted to do a quick video explaining riveting and essentially going over what I'm doing today. Before I put any wood or any of our insulation down on the floor, I need to patch up the holes that are in here. Um, the rivet gun I'm not going to use for the smaller holes that are on the floor, ones that are left behind from where the seats were mounted. I'm more so using those to remount the, you can see here I've done the tank access and where the fuel inlet is that comes into the cab of the bus. So, but I want to give you a quick discussion or a quick lesson on how I'm doing it. And if there's anybody out there that's got a better way, I'm all ears because I'd rather do it the proper way than, you know, the wrong way. So first thing you're going to need is patch material. I've got this old license plate as kind of a prop for y'all. The next thing is your rivet gun and your rivets. You can pick up a rivet gun from pretty much any hardware store. I picked mine up from Ace. I got a nice heavy duty one. There's bigger ones out there that allow you to really crank down. But this one works pretty well for me, and I can put a decent amount of weight on it, and it's not going to harm anything. There's different size rivets that you can get. I've got some really big ones that I'm going to use in some areas that are going to need a little bit more, strength. And I've got ones for areas that really, they just need to be put back in place. They're not really going to hold anything that's, going to require a lot of strength against weight. So, so this is what your rivets look like. And the last thing is butyl tape. And I'll give you a quick rundown of how this works, at least how I'm doing it. Take my patch material, I drill holes into it. So what I've been doing is every inch and a half, every 2 inches, I'll pop a hole down, and I'll also go straight down through the floor because my rivet is going to go through the floor. That way it has something to grab hold of. And then my patch material will sit on top. And let me grab one of these rivets real quick and I'll show you. If I can get it out of the bag. There we go. So here we go, patch material. And you'll stick your rivet down on the top of it like this. This one's probably a little too small for this hole, but you can kind of get the point here. Let me, there we go. Take your patch material, you're going to put your rivet in it, and this bottom half right here is actually going to go through the floor, and when you put your rivet gun down on it, I'll show you what it looks like here, what it does. So this will focus in on the rivet gun. As you're pulling it, you can see that it begins to kind of collapse in on itself, and it'll really pull that piece down tight against the floor, and then it'll pop off at the very end, and that's when you know, hey, everything's good to go. But it essentially pancakes it, and it sandwiches the two pieces of material together. That's where this comes in. This is butyl tape. So what this is going to do is pull this up, and you put it all the way around. And what I've been doing is I've been putting my rivets through the butyl tape. And what it does is it creates a seal. So moisture is not going to get into that area. Bugs aren't going to get into that area, and you're not going to have any air leaks. So it works out really well. And I'll show you here. Let me pull this off the tripod and turn you guys around, and I'll show you what I've been doing. So, oh, you're staring at blackness. There we go. You can see here I've got my rivets in, and this is the top access to the fuel tank. If I do ever need access to this again, I'm more than likely going to build a little hatch, but chances are I'm probably not going to need access to it. But if I do, I'll just pop this off. They're not too big of a rivet, so they're not going to be too big of an issue. But I wanted something that was going to hold, especially above the fuel tank. where fumes weren't going to come in or moisture wasn't going to come in. So that was a big thing that needed to be corrected. And you can see, if I get down here, the butyl tape that's down up underneath that. And the other one that I've done is the access, or where the fill line for it comes in. I've got my butyl tape in there, and that goes all the way down, all the way over, and then back up and across. So it's created a really nice seal here. No moisture is going to come in, no fuel is going to come in, bugs, none of that. And that's a big thing for me. I definitely don't want to have to worry about anything getting inside the bus that I don't want in the bus. But again, drilled my holes and ran my rivets straight through, and you can see that that butyl tape is being pushed in and essentially sandwiched between the floor and the cover. So that's what I'm working on today. I gotta go pick Colin up from school here in a little bit, and then he's gonna come in and we'll probably do a time lapse of putting the wood down, but he's gonna be my little helper for that. And we'll see you guys later. Stay safe. Bye.